Hey everybody, it's Tavon, and welcome to my channel. This is new. Normally a writery kind of person, but you know what? Figured let's try this YouTube thing. May does it. Try it, right? I'll be mostly reviewing books on this channel. I might throw in some tech stuff every once in a while, but I think it'll be mostly books here. Stay tuned. Alright, I have so many books to get through this year if I want to even match what I read last year. And they just all sound so amazing. I mean, what other reason would there be to be in my TBR? I started off this year with an amazing read. A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. So I've seen this book pop up for the last year every time I did a search. I stick to the same kind of things: sci-fi, fantasy, throw a dash of LGBTQ, and just interesting things. And I'd added it to my wish list, but never got around to it. I kept pushing it off for one reason or another. And then I decided to get a physical library of books. I normally read in ebooks. And while I waited for the first book to arrive, which is The Name of the Wind, that one, yeah. While I was waiting for that to arrive, I decided, you know what? Let's pick up something else. And I picked up A Blade So Black, and I do not regret it at all. Oh my gosh. Brief overview. Think Alice in Wonderland if Alice was black, and she fought nightmares like she was Buffy, and she cosplayed as Sailor Moon. Just think of all this wrapped up with a bow and two meatballs. It's just so relatable. I mean, I know a lot of cosplayers, a lot of black cosplayers specifically. Like real life, I went to school with some of these people, and I even know at least one female black cosplayer who does a lot of Sailor Moon cosplays. And it was just like, oh my god, I was reading those first couple of pages and I was like, I know this girl. This girl is real to me. I have seen her, literally. I don't have a single negative comment to say at all. There was good conflict, the pacing was good, every stake just felt high, both magical and real. In the story, there is a thing that has occurred in Alice's neighborhood that is adding to the trouble of dealing with nightmares from Wonderland. Trying to keep this review spoiler free, but it is just so good. If you're anything like me, into this kind of stuff and know these kind of people, you're going to love this book. And there's all the names are cute and lots of references to actual Alice in Wonderland things. Like, for instance, her primary, I guess, mentor, we'll call it that for now, his name is Hatta, who works alongside this woman named Maddie Hatta. Mad Hatta. It's everything about it is just so good. I didn't have it in my schedule to read book 2 this year. We're gonna slot that in at some point because I need to figure out what happens next. It was such a good cliffhanger to just pick up the book and read it, please. Right after A Blade So Black, my physical copy of The Name of the Wind came in. Now, I'm an ebook person, so me getting this thick monstrosity of a book was not. Did you hear that thump? Did you hear the thump? Getting that big of a book was not ever something that I really guess, wanted to do, but I wanted to start building a physical library, and you have to have physical books for a physical library. But I've moved so much since, I guess, high school, whatever, that I hate lugging around books. I have Japanese books from when I first started learning that I just can't throw away, and I just lug them everywhere that I go. I'm tired of them. But I wanted to get a physical book, and I wanted to read that, so I've been lugging that around for, what, it's been 2 weeks now? No. It's been about a month. No. Pause. I'm going to check. It's in my notes. It is in my notes. I started on January 14th. It has been almost a month. I started on January 14th, and it is currently February 7th as I'm recording it. So almost a month. But I do like the physical book. I do. It's just a pain to read. I'm definitely going back to ebooks after this. But anyways, got completely off track. I decided to reread The Name of the Wind. The Name of the Wind is the book that got me back into reading after this super long hiatus that I took after my family got a computer back when I was in the 5th grade. A co-worker of mine who I still talk to, who is my DM, he suggested The Name of the Wind to me, and I was like, you know what? I'll pick this up. I'll try it. Why not? Fell in love with the book. It took me like a year to read it though. And I have just been reading ever since again. Not as much. Not until 2018 is when I really read again. Like 5 or 6 blog posts of all the books that I read that year. And I was like, you know what? I need to reread this. My boyfriend is a person who can rewatch the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And I kind of jealous of that ability to do that. Normally I'm someone where once I watch something or read something, that's it. I will get the hints of what happened again later on from something else. I can't really normally enjoy rewatching unless I'm doing it with someone else. But I was, you know what? I'm going to try to reread The Name of the Wind. It's been, 5 years now? Well, since I first read this book. I'll give this another shot. I'm so glad that I reread it. There's so much that I forgot happened. So much stuff that I just didn't even catch up on. There's so much foreshadowing and just plain old spoilers for book 2 and book 1. And it just reminded me of why I started reading again, and the worlds that just encompass in these books, and just the words are escaping me at the moment. This has been an amazing year so far for me in books. And I have this super long list of books that I have already purchased that I need to figure out which one is going to be coming up next for me. I'm thinking something a little short again, maybe about a 300 to maybe 400 page book. Because this was like I said, an epic monstrosity of a book. So I'm gonna read something a little bit lighter, maybe a one and done kind of book, something that won't keep me locked down for another month. I have book 2 of the Stormlight Archive, which is Words of Radiance. I have that to read this year. I have Mistborn 2 I have to read, Well of Ascension. I have to read Children of Virtue and Vengeance. The Institute is on my reading list. I have all these super long books. I need something small to put in here for right now while I get back up. I do have a book that technically covers that for me, but I don't think I'm going to read that right now. I'll read that after one of the Sanderson books, probably. Anyways, I'm rambling. Go buy A Blade So Black and read that. No, I'm 2 years late. I don't care. Go buy and read that book, and also read The Name of the Wind. This is the 10th year anniversary book, and even this is 2-3 years old. Go read that one too. Okay? Buy, read, do things. Bye. Why is there a delay? Oh, wait, the delay's gone. If I let you in, cinnamon,